Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to break down how I created this very cool infinite juggling animation here in Blender. This is not going to be a step-by-step guide, but it's going to be a breakdown video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let's start by looking at these half-pipe shapes here. I created these just using curves. I can show you how I did it. I just used a curve, a Bezier curve, and then I shaped how I wanted it to look just by manipulating these points here. So I did something like this maybe. And then I just switched over to the curves tab here and I added some depth to the bevel. And then you can just right click and say convert to mesh. And then if you switch over to edit mode, you can press 3 to enable the face select mode. And then I just selected these top faces here. If you press C, you can use this like brush tool. And then I selected just the top faces and then I deleted them. And then I had this cool half pipe shape here. And then I just created this curve here for the path of the juggling balls. I can show you how I did this. I just added in a curve, a Bezier curve again, and then if you switch over to edit mode and you press A and X to delete everything, then you can select this pen tool here, and then I just tried to draw the shape of the balls, of the juggling balls flying. Yeah, that's very ugly, I know. But then you can tweak this path a bit afterwards with these handles, like this. And then I just added in these UV spheres, the juggling balls, and I just scaled them down. And then you can add in a constraint set to follow path. And now you can select the Bezier curve you created, and then you can just use the offset value to manipulate it how it's going around this curve, like this. And to create this movement of them being like offset, so it looks like juggling, I just set some keyframes for one ball, and then I just pressed Shift E and set linear extrapolation, which means they're going to extend the movement linearly, so you can see the balls go around even though there are no keyframes left. And then I just duplicated these keyframes for the other balls, but there I offset them, so you can see how this looks. If I select all of these, they are just offset by a specific value. And you have just you can just experiment with the value and what looks great. And then I try to find a point where it's best for it to loop. I should probably have extended this by 1 frame. So now I think it will loop perfectly. Yeah, great. Now you have this juggling looping animation. For the materials, I just use a subsurface material for these half pipes here, and then a glossy plastic material for these juggling balls, and the background that's just a colored background. And for the HDRI, I just used an indoor HDRI, and yeah, then I added in my camera, and that's how I created this animation. Thanks for watching.